All right, say hello. I'm
Say
coming
hello.
around.
You're going around.
I'm coming around.
You're going around.
What goes around comes around.
No, it doesn't.
Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. This is our first live stream of this
How
year.
many subscriptions are you paying for? Rocket Money finds sneaky or forgotten subscriptions.
Boy, the volume turns down way slow on this.
Look, you're slow.
Making sure we're both in frame. So how is everybody? Hi Meme Gaming, hi Wicked Glow, hi Jody Jarvis, and hi anybody else who didn't say anything yet. Yep, that's our train clock. Every hour it's a different train. Right now it's pouring rain outside, even though it's January. But that's alright. Because it'll get rid of some more of that snow. We don't ski and stuff, so we don't care about the snow. I mean, we don't hate it, but we could do with it or without it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing over there with your, what is that? Whiskey?
McMasters.
Is it whiskey?
Yeah, Canadian whiskey.
Yuck.
McMasters. Well, I didn't have any black velvet, so.
Wicked Glow says, "Can I have it?" The snow, yeah. You can come get it. Come get it and shove it all in your trunk.
Yeah,
And
we
go
got.
back home. Well,
yeah.
no, you have a truck, so shove it all in the back of your truck and go back
Yeah,
home.
we got snow.
And Jody says it's raining here too.
Yeah, it's free. Come get it.
Yeah.
U-Haul.
All you want.
Yeah, all you want.
I wish. Yeah. Anytime you want it, come get it.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think you'd make it home with it, but I think you'd end up with a truck full of water.
Yeah.
By the time you take it to Florida.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, we ain't got a whole lot right now because
It's been raining.
Yeah, it's been raining in the warm weather.
Yeah, the last week's been warm. Almost 50 on some days. Jody says it was 62 today. Yeah. It wasn't that that warm up here, but it's still warm enough that it's not snowing, it's just raining.
Yeah.
Wicked Glow says, "True, the high was 82 today." What the fuck?
We'll trade you.
Yeah. 82 doesn't sound that bad.
No. We'll trade you.
Yep.
We didn't have those kind of highs today. I'm not sure
Oh,
what
no.
it was, but it definitely wasn't nowhere close to that.
Well, the last time I checked, it was 36.
36 today?
Yeah. Just enough to keep it from snowing.
Yep.
But yeah, we went shopping today. We transferred the plates and insurance from the Trailblazer to the Impala because we've had enough of that thing.
Yep.
Now it won't start, and it's not the battery or the alternator. Every time you turn around, something's wrong, so we're putting that away.
Yeah, putting it away. It's a possibility it might be the ignition switch down under the, where the ignition key goes in at.
Yeah, but every time you turn around, something's wrong with that thing.
No, that's like that when you got old used vehicles, so.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when there's all you can afford is everybody's beat up leftover crap.
Yeah.
And for that Impala, you can't complain too much for the Impala.
I'm not complaining about the Impala. That's better than that Trailblazer ever was.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that ain't no different. Look how much money sunk into that piece of shit, too.
Yeah, well, hey, it's got a Bluetooth stereo, so I can listen to my Apple Music over the...
That has nothing to
In
do
the
with the
car.
way everything goes down the road.
I know, but it's nice.
Yeah, well, between yesterday and today, I've been hitting up that parts car pretty hard for parts for the Impala today.
Yeah, we
for
got
the last 2 days.
2 of those Impalas. One's for parts and one's for driving around.
Well, between yesterday and today, you hit that up pretty good for parts. So,
Yep.
and then come to find all the parts I was hitting up, I didn't have to. But come to find out, it was just a little tiny rubber cap on your intake was missing.
Yeah, making the car so it wouldn't idle good.
The car wasn't idling proper, and it was all it was just a little nipple that comes off your intake for hooking up a vacuum hose that runs off to something else. Well, for that nipple that was on there was nothing hooked up to it to run to nothing. So
Be careful what you're doing with your hand there because you're wiggling the whole table.
There. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, until I got interrupted, weirdo, is that there's a little rubber cap that goes over the little nipple to plug off the suction. And well, for some odd reason, that little rubber cap was gone off it.
Yeah.
And there is a couple of vacuum lines on there that do need to get replaced because they're pretty dry rotted. But yeah, now it's working on the exhaust.
Huh. Well, anyway, the phone is in a thing on the table, and I have a tripod, and I would put it on the tripod, and then we wouldn't have to worry about the table wiggling the camera around. But the cats will run through and tip the tripod over, so that won't work good. Right?
Yeah, well, you cry too much.
I'm not crying.
Yeah. Crying about me jiggling the table.
Yeah, because it jiggles the camera all around, and then everybody at home is jiggling around. You might make them throw up.
All I gotta do is just jiggle their eyes with the motion of the what's seen on the screens, and then it'll bounce it all out.
Yeah.
Just like when you're cutting something, when you cut it crooked, cut with the crookedness, so that way you'll be a straight cut. That way you can be crooked too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, got it down to pretty much for the Impala pretty well fixed up, except for just a couple of little things with the exhaust, and that's it. So then that'll be all fixed.
So we went grocery shopping today and got all the things we needed up in Sheboygan at Walmart. After we went to Secretary of State to transfer the plate over, the license plate.
Yeah, that was only $15, which wasn't too bad.
No, because we already have the title.
Yeah, already had the title, already had a good plate and everything. So
yeah, just transfer it over.
yeah, just had to transfer our insurance and plate.
Oh, and we should be getting fiber internet really soon because we filled out the paperwork and gave them their $100 today.
Yep.
Presque Electric and Gas.
Yep, so
All they have to do is hook it to the house now. So.
Yeah, so they got the application and $100 hookup fee.
Yeah,
today,
our account on the app for Presque Electric and Gas already shows the internet service on there, so all they have to do is hook it up. Gordon says the Impala is not going to be easy in the deep snow. That's all I can say. We've used this Impala before. It has brand new tires on it, and it was just fine.
Well, this Impala gets around in the snow like you wouldn't like to go tomorrow.
Yeah, this is not the first time. This is not a new vehicle for us.
No.
We were driving this before he decided to get that Trailblazer.
Well, well, put it this way: where the Impala was sitting at, and when I started up and pulled it out, snow was pushing up over the hood, and I was just walking right through it.
Yeah.
So.
And then he said, "I can understand what's going on, Don, but I didn't. Trailblazers are known to play mind games." Yeah, well, we've had it with it. But he doesn't want to get rid of it, so...
No, I'm not going to get rid of it. No,
it's in his junkyard collection in the backyard.
Hey, now leave my damn junkyard collection alone, because my junkyard collection is why you still got a vehicle under your butt.
Yeah.
So leave my junk alone. It didn't hurt you.
Old Max, this is Max. He says it's possibly the ECM. When the computer goes bad, everything will act up. Yeah, he's already looked that up and figured it might be that.
Yeah, that's on my list of possibilities. But it's not. But the motor's not cranking over, so that and the ECM don't got nothing to do with that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you turn the key and it's dead silence. Nothing happens.
Yep. It's the ignition. I forgot what it's called now, but below the ignition where you put your key in on this Trailblazer, there's a oblong box that has a gear on it and a bunch of cluster wires hook up in that. And if it's not getting, putting out the proper voltage when you turn your ignition on, your vehicle is not going to roll over. Because when you turn your ignition on, that box is supposed to automatically put out 12 volts for it to start. And if it's not putting out that 12 volts, your motor's not going to roll over.
But anyway, Wicked Glow said yay a long time ago, but I can't get a word in edgewise with you.
Well, good. Because you talked half the day, so yeah, paybacks.
No, it's because you've been drinking. When he drinks, he talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks, and he gets louder and louder and louder and louder.
I'll give you something louder.
Gordon says, LOL, the old car's around, LOL. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see him follow. I'm just getting, the only code I'm pulling up on that is the O2 sensors. But we got an exhaust leak, and the exhaust leak can cause the O2 sensors not to work right, so.
Yep.
But other than that, that's the only thing that I bring up on the Impala. Everything else has already been fixed on it. That's had brake lines, wheel bearings.
It's got new tires.
New ttires.
New expensive windshield wipers, as if that matters.
Wiper blades. Yeah.
But I think you better wipe them off.
Yeah, they need to.
Because I think they're full of dirt and pine needles from being parked in the backyard for a year and a half. Because they were all streaky when we tried to use them.
But other than that, yeah, that's the only thing I got coming up on code for the Impala is just the O2 sensors, and I was reading up on that, and it says that if you have exhaust leaks, that that your O2 sensors can get set off, so because of the everything not flowing through the exhaust properly like it's supposed to because of the exhaust leak. So I just gotta get the car in town now and into Dan's house and get it welded, and that should fix the problem.
Yep. Are you done now?
No.
The Wilton in Real Life Auto Garage live stream. Right?
Auto Garage?
Yeah. Auto talk. Car talk.
Well, I don't know how much info this company could really give you about auto, because I got to do a lot of educating myself just to learn anything about some of these vehicles anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise, not too much happened this last week. We just stayed home on New Year's Eve, drank some hard cider. He had some more yucky stuff like that.
No, that was better stuff with Black Velvet.
Oh. And we watched the RFS Dan live stream for New Year's. That was what we did for that. No parties or anything like that. We're not really big on parties. Big parties with a bunch of obnoxious drunk people. Loud.
Well, I did all that back when I was younger. I got all that out of my system.
Yeah, so did I. When I was working on Mackinac Island and living in employee housing up there, when I was 19, every night after work we would all party. And that's the only summer I did it, because after that I got bored with it. I even went back the next summer to work there again, and I didn't party. So that was short-lived.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as I turned 21, I gave up partying pretty much.
Yep. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? There's not much going on up here except it's pouring rain, which is weird for January. Yeah. Even Joe Charlevoix on the news said, "This is January. It's supposed to be below zero and snowing, and it's pouring rain."
Yeah.
But that's okay. Maybe it'll rinse some of that dust off that car. But probably not.
You really don't want dust washing off. It might fall apart. This dust might hold in the hands, keep it from falling apart.
Because of the rust?
Just because it's a piece of crap, like everything else we own when it comes to vehicles.
Someday. We'll get something newer someday. Yeah, I'm not a hard liquor person. That doesn't even smell good to me. If I do have it, it has to be in a really good mixed drink where I don't even taste it. Gordon says, I can hear the radio from VFW office talking. LOL, you're doing good to enjoy repair on cars. Car old needs something, haha. Anyway, that's not the VFW, that's the UAW. That's the security guards at the UAW talking to each other.
Yeah.
There's if you have a police scanner, there's a website called radioreference.com where you can search by county and get all the codes you need. We just need a better antenna because we still have some problems picking up some things we should be picking up. Daniel says, I did not go out partying, not a fan of that. We went to the casino for a few hours and drank and won some cash, and that was it. Yeah, I guess the nearest casino here is Mackinac City, isn't it?
Isn't there still one over in Petoskey?
Yeah, but isn't that further away than Mackinac City, or is it about the same?
It's about the same.
Oh, well, anyway. I haven't been to a casino since Turtle Creek in Traverse City, and it was like 2011 or something like that. Went in there, wasted $2 and walked out. Because I was on my way to a concert at Streeters, and I did not want to waste all my money in there in the casino.
Yeah.
So when I lost $2, I said, I'm taking $2, cashing it in for the penny slots. If I don't win, after that $2 is gone, I'm leaving. That's what happened, and that's what I did.
Yep.
At least you can't say I'm addicted to gambling.
I know I'm not. I've been out to casinos a few times, but how about this? I'll brag about the money I have lost, and that was a lot. Because you always hear people always talk about what they win. You never hear anybody talk about what they lost.
Yeah.
And I lost a lot more money than what I've ever won. One of my biggest wins from a casino was like $211 or $212. That I walked out to the door good with. And another time I went in with $6, walked out with $40, or was it 30? And then another time I went in with a couple of bucks, come out a few bucks ahead, and that was it.
And Daniel says it was so crowded I didn't like that very much. I don't gamble either, just my best friend does.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing too is the casinos around here are owned by the Native Americans, and they don't have to follow American laws apparently. And everybody's allowed to just sit in there and smoke. So when I went into the one in Traverse City, that wasn't very pleasant either, walking around and people smoke. But Gordon says the Grinch been here for Christmas and the New Year's. Oh yeah?
Yeah. The Grinch always lives here year round.
Yeah, that's you.
That's right.
You were probably glad I didn't put up the tree this year, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually was.
He doesn't like Christmas, but I do, so. But I didn't put up the tree because I didn't want Colby running away with the ornaments, not because of what he wants. I'm gonna put it up next year. Hopefully Colby is settled down enough by then.
Yeah.
She grabs everything she can and runs away with it. So I knew there would be ornaments all over the house if we put it up this year. Or,
Yeah.
well, last year now. Technically. Daniel says, yes, that was another thing, the smoking. They haven't allowed that in years at Greektown, and now suddenly we're allowed to. I do vape, so it was convenient, but the air was so toxic. Yeah. The vaping, that doesn't bother me so much. It's the real cigarettes, the regular ones. They stink so bad. High Flyer says, does the UAW ever say anything interesting on the scanner? Sometimes. One night they were, I don't know why the maid was going through people's drawers in their rooms of the lodge there, but they called the police because they found a gun in somebody's drawer. And it's like, okay, well, if they're still renting the room, what are you going through their stuff for? And then another night, there was a couple, a man and a woman, fighting in the woods there, and they had to call the cops and have them hauled away. But most of the time, it's, what do they say? I'm going to the outside lot. They say that I don't know how many times all day long. I don't know what they said then, but it's like, I'm going to the outside lot. Who cares? Gordon says, LOL, the Grinch is my nickname. Yeah. Daniel says, yeah, what if they had concealed carry? If that's the case, I'll never stay there when I come up this year. You can't anyway, because the UAW isn't open to the public. It's only open to the... It's United Auto Workers of America, and it's a resort in there with its own grocery store and everything. But it has a guarded gate, and if you're not a UAW person coming from the car factories downstate, they'll chase you away. So you can't go in there anyway.
Yeah, we tried going in to do a darn geocache,
Yeah,
and we got kicked out of there.
We didn't even go in. It was about, 100 feet from the gate where they had the geocache set up, and the guy came running out and chased us away.
Well, I'd say probably a little better than 100 feet from there, but...
Yeah, we weren't going anywhere near the gate. We weren't trying to go in there. We were out on public land. Nope, the guy came out and chased us away.
Yep.
So, forget about that
be
geocache.
here. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, and I tried to tell him that there was a geocache, and he's like, no, there's not! Even though it was right up on the app right in front of my face, so we just left.
Yeah, it wasn't worth the hassle.
Yeah, it seems like it's a cult in there or something. Nobody's allowed in there.
They will need to, she said that there's got to leave one now. They'll have till tomorrow.
Something about that they have... Somebody said they were going to wait to do something until tomorrow. That's what they just said. It's cutting out a little bit right now, maybe because it's raining. But anyway, I started talking about the fiber internet earlier and we got distracted, but they should be hooking that up really soon now. And it's going to be 100 megabytes per second instead of 15 megabytes per second on Frontier.
Will you call the gate when you get stuck?
So we should be able to make 4K videos once in a while for special things like the parades and the travel vlogs and things. The last time I tried to make one was 2020 4th of July, 2021 4th of July parade in Onaway. It was only like 15 minutes long. I did it in 4K and it took 33 hours to upload it on Frontier. So that's why I haven't tried to make any more 4K ones, because they take way too long. But on the new fiber internet from Presque Electric and Gas, it'll be way better, and we'll be able to do that. Gordon says, I can understand UAW is... My sister works there. Patty Nichols, Robbie, sister, blood. Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything about it in there, because it's a whole other world in there. Nobody's allowed in there.
Unless you're an employee or something.
Belfry Bats, what were your handles back when CB radios were king? I was called Teeny Bopper. My grandma gave me, that's the nickname that my grandma gave me for some reason. And then that became my CB handle. We stopped having CBs in 1986, but from the time I was born until I was 10, we had CBs, and Dad didn't want to have a phone because he used the CB as a phone. But whenever Grandma called me, it was Teeny Bopper. Did you do anything with CBs?
Yeah.
Did you have a handle?
Yeah.
What was it?
Stranger 01.
Stranger 01.
Yeah. Stranger 01.
Over the CB that you talk into.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sounds like an internet username.
Nope. Stranger 01.
Gordon says the car show's been good. Yeah, we'll go to that again next year. And we're going to go to the St. Ignace car show also. And that one's way bigger. So we will be filming that this year. Along with the Richard Crane Memorial Truck Show and the parade for it. But the one in Onaway is a little baby car show compared to the one in St. Ignace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I'm
would you
hoping
know?
we see the DeLorean there that I saw in Indian River when I was working in Indian River. When I got to work, my manager said that the guy lives in Indian River and he brings his DeLorean out once in a while, so maybe we'll get lucky and he'll have it in the show and we can walk up to it and actually look at it. Gordon says, that's like the property up to Hawks right there on M68 near Mulkey and Millersburg. Mulkey. Mulkey is closer to Rogers City. But anyway, we lived in Hawks for a while, for 3 years before I graduated high school. And then my parents got the house my mom lives in now in Metz. So, but the guy who bought the house we had in Hawks, it's on 638 Highway. He put a bottle tree in the yard. He put a suit of armor guy in the yard.
Yeah.
It's kind of like there's roadside oddities in his yard now, which is kind of cool.
Nothing wrong with metal sculptures.
I know it's fine, but I've been too shy to stop and take pictures because we know who the guy is, and I don't want him to be like, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" So I don't ever stop. Gordon says the tour of Back to the Bricks is headed up that way too. I don't know what that is. What Back to the Bricks is. But anyway, back to CB talk. I guess they still exist, but only semi-truck drivers have them now.
Yeah, I got rid of my home base CBs that I had.
Yeah.
I got rid of those a long time ago. But yeah, I clearly remember the CB days. I was plenty old enough to know to remember it. I mean, I have vivid memories anyway. Like, I remember things I shouldn't remember. Like, I remember getting potty trained. Who remembers that? I remember running around in diapers. Who remembers that? Gordon says, Mulkey is also where to make aunt and uncles live at. It's called the Schultz Road. I know Ward Branch Road goes all the way from Mulkey to Hawks. Maybe Schultz Road does too. But yeah, Mulkey Hill. My dad worked at Calcite in Rogers City, and we lived in Onaway. And whenever there was a big snowstorm, he'd have to drive to work in it, and then he'd come home at night and complain about how the snow was so bad at Mulkey Hill. That's because there's no trees or anything, so it just blows across. Gordon says, I know that yard in Hawks. I drove by it a few times. Yeah, we used to live in that house. The siding that's on it now, my dad had it put on there. And then the rest of the work that's been done on it, the new guy who bought it did that. Like the metal roof and the different front porch and all that stuff. And all those trees, they were just little stubs of trees when we lived there, and now they're tall enough to hide the house. That just makes me feel really old. The trees had time to grow that much since we lived there, which we moved away from there in 1996. Yeah.
Belfry Bats, would you say stuff like Breaker19, what's your 1029, there's a bear in the air and a Smokey in my tail? No, we weren't living in Smokey and the Bandit world. You just had to say, like okay, my mom's handle was Fancy Nancy, so you'd have to say, break Fancy Nancy, until she answered. And then that was about it. They didn't say over, they didn't say 10-4, they didn't say any of that stuff. They used it more like a phone. But yeah, that's definitely a line from Smokey and the Bandit. But yeah, those were the old days. Thirsty.
That's Thirsty. Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah. Ouch. Not a whole lot happened besides New Year's, but like I said, we didn't do much for that.
No.
Just stayed home. Oh, Gordon says Back to the Bricks is the car show known. Anyway, that is why. Okay, I have heard of that now that you say that. That's why the name was familiar. I have heard of that. Okay, with the image on my shirt, it's kind of worn out now, but it's a fox. So, with more than one tail. It came from, T-Turtle. Hello, Majestic Vlogs, how are you doing? But yeah, this one is getting a little worn out. The print on it. I'll have to get some more sometime. I've been getting shirts from T-Turtle for years and years. Because I like the stuff they put on them, and the shirts are nice and soft. And they don't cost that much, and they have sales a lot. Yeah, it is cool. Gordon says, you gotta take that dirt road right where I can't visualize it by Anatak River, where the cemetery is. There you can go through the woods and get to Millersburg. Dirt road. Yeah, I don't know if I've been on that or not. Majestic Vlogs, how long have you been married now? Soon,
You can't remember. I mean, it's been too damn long.
No, I think this summer it was 5 years, but we've been together for 8? Yeah, 8 years, and then February 3rd will be 8 years since I moved from Alpena over here to this house with Don.
Yeah. You say 8 years, and I say 800.
Okay. But it's my longest relationship. My longest before him was 7 years, and it was miserable. All my former relationships were really bad people. So Don is the first good person I've been with. And it's the same with him. Because he was with, he had 2 major relationships before me, and one cheated on, well, they both cheated on you, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, so, and I got cheated on, and lied to, and beat up, and whatever else. So, we definitely, by the time we got together, we definitely knew how to appreciate each other. Belfry Bats, we've been married 38 years. How many is that in Don years? Well, I don't know.
3,800 years?
Yeah.
Just add on 100 years for every year.
But yeah, we get along perfectly fine, so this is it now. I don't want to be with it. I don't want this to not work.
Yeah, well, not my fault. You like to step on my toes every time I turn around and shove me down.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah. Mary's counselor would tell you that's not healthy. To
Right.
knock your other half down every time you turn around.
I do not. But yeah. But we went to school together and rode the same bus, but we didn't date or anything like that. And then we ran back across to each other 21 years later, and then we started dating, and you see where we are now.
Yeah, boy, that was a mistake.
Sure.
Sure. Oh, you agree with me?
No, that's
Holy cow!
that's a sarcastic sure.
No, it's just sure that you agree with me.
No,
Now that you agreed with me, now I'm going to take that and run with it.
no.
Yeah. The guy being told that he's right, he's got to take that and run with it when his woman tells him that he was right.
Gordon says the woods is big cut by Millersburg. You can drive through. I'm sure I must have seen it, but Belfry Bat says I beat Punk Skunk up every morning. I get up at 5 and she gets up at 9. Yuck. We don't get up that early around here unless we have to. Like we did this morning because we had an appointment at the Secretary of State in Sheboygan to transfer the plate from one to the other, so we had to get up at 9 for that.
So that way we could have a legal vehicle for getting around with.
Yeah. We're lucky with that. We were able to get a next day appointment because for a long time, appointments at the Secretary of State were backed up for months. Like 2 months waiting period.
Yeah. Well, you had to wait for almost 2 months just to get in, just to do something as simple as like transferring your plate or, just something simple, it took that long just to get in to do, and that's ridiculous.
Gordon, do you mean Akiak Falls? Looks like you put Archaic Falls. I think you mean Akiak Falls, don't you? Because that's what's over there. But yes, it's hard to spell. And people from around here don't know how to say it either.
Just like some people would be like Mackinac.
They say Mackinac.
And they say Mackinac.
Or they'll spell it with a W. The only one that's spelled with a W is Mackinac City. Mackinac County, Mackinac Island, and Mackinac Bridge are spelled with a C.
Yep.
Yeah, here. I'll help you out here. There you go. That's how you spell Akiak Falls. But yes, I know what you mean now. And now I think I know what road you mean now too. But yeah, you gotta be from around here to know how to spell that. And when I didn't always know how to spell it. I had to practice. Yeah, okay. The graveyard is just north of Millersburg, Akiak. Yeah, okay. I know what graveyard you mean now. I used to have a friend in high school whose grandma was buried in there. So yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Have you ever been to the undergrounds?
Yeah, he's asking you that, Gordon. The Akiak Undergrounds, you ever find that?
That's a beautiful spot.
Belfry Bat says, were people around you blowing off fireworks on New Year's Eve? Nope.
Nope.
Not one. Not even the guy next door, and he has before, but this year he didn't. We're lucky to be living way out in the country because we didn't have to listen to all that. And nobody shoots guns off around here either. And I'm saying that because when I did spend New Year's 95 to 96 in Southern California, everybody was shooting guns up in the air. And I had never heard of that before. Nobody does that here. But no, but it was nice and quiet here.
Yeah, it usually is.
Yep. Sometimes the guy next door will blow off 2 or 3 fireworks, but he didn't this year, so nope. But that's okay because not long after midnight we were ready to go to bed anyway. We didn't want to listen to that half the night.
No.
But yeah, it's supposed to rain really hard here for the next few hours, according to the radar. When I was in the bathroom, I could hear it on the roof, but I can't hear it here. But I know it's still raining, because the radar was just nothing but dark green all over the top of us. But just north of us, from like Sheboygan up, it's snowing, so we got lucky. No more snow. We don't need any more snow. Send the snow to Alpena. I have a friend there who wants it. She can have it. Yep. You alright?
Yeah, a little bit of saliva tried going down the wrong tube.
Oh. Yeah, don't choke to death on me.
Well, if I was choked to death, now would be a good time. At least the vehicle's fixed.
Oh, whatever. But yeah.
You know, you trying to break that thing?
No, and I probably shouldn't do that to it because this is very expensive.
That's why I said that. You know, what are you trying to do? Break that thing?
Yeah.
Really shouldn't be doing that. It's not too healthy for the little wires inside it.
High Flyer says, have you been to the lakes south of Onaway, Shoepack, Tomahawk, Clear Lake, etc.?
Yep, all of them.
But I don't think
In
I've
Mud
been
Lake.
to Shoepack, though. That I don't know.
Yeah, that's a Stupac sinkhole. There ain't, last time I was out there, there wasn't nothing left, really nothing left for a beach. It was practically all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to that one. And the other ones, I haven't been there since I was a kid. So we need to go back.
Yeah, I don't like going for that Stupac. Knowing my luck, I'd get in there, and then it would be like, then there I go.
Like getting flushed down the toilet?
Yep. That's a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't jump in there. Like you took me to that one
People
in
swim
Pigeon
there all
River
the time.
Country. You took me to that one in Pigeon River Country, and I didn't want to jump in there either. Even though there was a rope hanging there for people to jump in it.
Mhm. Well, yeah, people swimming them all the time. It's like, yeah, you can go for it. You know, nothing wrong with it. It's just you never know when that's gonna decide to do its thing and swallow up a bunch more earth.
Yeah. There's a bunch of those over by Alpena, too. Sinkholes.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all Tupac is. It's nothing but a big sinkhole.
Yep. So what's your plans for the rest of the week?
I'm not sure yet. Depends on the weather.
Well, and you do have to go to your brother's and weld that hole in the exhaust, right?
That's why I said I don't know. It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
So, 'cause if it's raining and nasty, I ain't gonna do it. You know, we'll just deal with it until I can do it. So.
Yeah, it's just I got pulled over in Millersburg once, right after he put a whole new exhaust system on there. A state cop pulled me over and said my exhaust was too loud. And it's like, what are you talking about? But of course, you got to cooperate or you're going to jail. He didn't give me a fine or anything, and he let me go. And I came home and I told Don, I just got stopped for having a loud exhaust, even though you just put a whole new exhaust system on yesterday. So I wasn't too happy. So Oh yeah, you're welcome, Gordon. That's why we want to get it's like, what is it? A place where it's supposed to be hooked and there's something missing.
Yeah, it's called a little donut.
Yeah, so he's gonna weld a piece of metal around there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna weld no metal around.
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna
I
weld
don't
around
I don't want to get stopped by the cops anymore.
it. Yeah. It's not that loud. It is, but it isn't. You know, I don't think it's loud enough to where a cop could be really pulling me over for.
Well,
loud
he did. He
stuff,
must have
but-
been bored.
Well, what was it, a state cop?
Yeah, state cop
Oh, that
sitting
explains it right
sitting
there.
in the parking lot by the river in Millersburg, by the bridge, just sitting
State cops are a fucking bitch.
there.
Cocksuckers.
So Belfry Bat says, when I used to live in Michigan, everyone wore a snowmobile suit in the winter. Do they still make those things? Yes, they do. But only people riding snowmobiles around wear them, and little kids wear them so they can go out and play in snow. We don't wear them. Punk Skunk, we've had snow here the past few days in northern Arizona. Yeah, I know. I have the Jackrabbit trading post on my Facebook. And Cindy and Tony, they're the owners, they keep posting posts and photos about all the snow out there. I thought it was weird that they closed some of the freeways because it snowed. I'm thinking, they don't close the roads here in Michigan because it snowed. But I guess they're not used to it out there. Hey, Gordon. 2 big eyeballs. A guy holding 2 big eyeballs.
Hairy ones?
No, see?
Yeah, hairy ones.
That's a funny emoji. I've never seen that one before.
2 hairy eyeballs.
No.
With a long nose.
Belfry Bats, what about moon boots? Are those still available there? No. They quit making those in the 80s. I don't even know where John Heater and Napoleon Dynamite found a pair to wear because I haven't seen those since I was a kid. Must have found them in somebody's attic somewhere. In Napoleon Dynamite. That's the last time I saw moon boots. Right, Don?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't sell those anymore. Definitely 80s stuff. Belfry Bats, I used to love moon boots. I don't remember if I had any.
I know I never did.
No, I know all the kids in school did, but I mean, I had boots, but I don't remember. I mean, my dad wasn't into buying the most expensive thing in the store, and that's what they were at that point. So,
Nope.
Punk Skunk, moon boots saved my life in Michigan in high school in Midland. Yeah. Gordon, there's a lake south of Millersburg going to Hawks. Yeah, I know. I fished in it. And we need to go back and go fishing there again when the weather's nice.
Yeah, there's quite a few spots in through there that I want to stop and try.
And there's 2 lakes. There's the one that you drive over on 638 highway. But then there's Lake Winya and there's Lake May. And you got to go down a dirt side road for each one of them, and they're kind of right next to each other. So there's those lakes too. 92 to Doctor says, thanks for the live chats. We have a newborn at home and it makes the time go quicker when we're feeding her at night. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And you're welcome. Yeah, I used to ride my bike. Me and my brother, we used to ride our bike from that house in Hawks to the 2 stores in Hawks to get a Snickers and a bottle of pop, and then we'd ride them back again. Both those stores are out of business now. So the only thing that there is in Hawks is the post office, a church, and the bar. "92 to Doctor says, thanks, we were watching from Petoskey." Yeah, we're not far from Petoskey. I worked at the Petoskey Walmart for a while, and every once in a while we still go shopping in Petoskey, and I have to go to my eye doctor in Petoskey.
Yeah,
so,
we was over in Petoskey not that long ago.
yeah, we're not far from there.
Yeah, because we had to go to what, Harbor Springs?
Yeah, not all the way.
Well,
to
not all the way to
Springs.
Harbor Springs, but towards that
Great
direction.
Lakes Optical or something like that.
Yeah.
Right after you come down the hill, you get to that first light, you turn toward Harbor Springs, you go a little bit, you pass that brewery, go maybe another quarter of a mile, and then the eye doctor is on the left side of the road. That's the last time that is where we went the last time we went to Petoskey.
Yeah, I got a niece that lives over in Petoskey.
You're wiggling the
Good.
camera again.
Good.
Gordon says, one city cop of Millersburg, LOL ticket, LOL, one house down. There's no cops in Millersburg.
Well, apparently there is, because
Yeah,
I pulled
state
your
cop.
butt over.
A state cop, which means they're coming from all over. But yeah, Millersburg doesn't have a police station. Neither does Onaway anymore. Everything's in Roger City now. 92 to Doctor says, we are over that way often. My grandparents have a cottage on the northeast side of Black Lake. Yeah. When we go the back way to Sheboygan, we go along Black Lake when the weather's okay. Gordon Walker and his eyeballs again.
Yeah.
Laughing about his eyeballs. Two handfuls of eyeballs. Oh yeah, there, I see him. The emojis. I don't know if I had those emojis before we got monetized. Oh, we can get super chats too now. That's that little $sign over there. I don't expect anybody to do it, but it works now if anybody ever wants to. Oh yeah, now must be raining harder now, because now I can hear it on the roof. But yeah, it is really weird that it's pouring rain in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not complaining or anything. It's just really weird because normally it doesn't rain in January.
Well, from my understanding about the news, that it's pretty much supposed to rain until tomorrow. So.
Yeah. That's all right. We don't plan on going anywhere tomorrow, do we? I mean, unless you can go to your brother's and weld.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that depends on how dry the ground is, because it's gonna be raining all night. So.
Yeah, so probably not tomorrow.
Because I ain't rolling around with no damn dirt to pick no exhaust. If you wouldn't do it, I'm not gonna. If you wouldn't. Because the way I look at it, if I won't do something, I can't tell someone else to do it.
Gordon says that'd be a good video to make. What do you mean, Black Lake? Because I've filmed us driving along there lots of times. I just couldn't tell you what videos they're in. Those clips are in. But there's lots of times where I filmed us driving along there, through there.
Yeah,
Past Lorenzo's and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And all those cottages all along there. Gordon says, and the Hawk Sawmill just south of town where the curve is. Yeah, that sawmill is still there.
It's still there. It's still
It's still
operational.
open. Yep. Robert Musselman says, is Don a good welder? Yeah. He used to work for his brother and get paid for it, so he knows how to do it.
Now you're an expert, but I can do well good enough for me.
Yeah, he's not an expert or anything, but he gets the job done. And it doesn't look like he puked on what he's working on, like some of the stuff I've
Yeah.
seen people do.
Where it looked like they blew his nose down the seam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, as long as I got good good equipment to work with and stuff, I can lay some nice welds.
Belfry Bat said, "Did you watch Beekman's World back in the 90s?" Nah. I graduated in 94. I like to watch MTV more than anything when they still had videos. And then I don't know. I didn't watch that stuff. I've heard of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, when I weld for my brother, I get $16 an hour when I do weld for him.
Yeah.
But if I was to be licensed, then I could make a lot more than that. But I don't got my welding certificate.
Yeah.
Yo,
Where do you have to go to get that? Like that welding institute? Can you get it from
I
there?
can go to the welding institute here in town.
Yeah, the one that's run by Tom Moran.
Yeah, but if I was to get my welding certificate and stuff, then I could get up to $44 an hour for welding.
That's like dream wages.
Yeah. Well, if I had my welder certificate and stuff, was to do welding, I could get up to $44 an hour.
Robert Musselman says, "Do you need a license in Michigan to do it professionally?" Apparently.
Yeah, to do professionally, yeah, you're gonna want to be have your welding certificates and stuff like that.
Belfry Bats, who was your favorite VJ? Remember that Jesse Camp guy? That real tall, skinny, wild, crazy guy with the weird hair? I liked him. He didn't last very long. I think he was too weird and crazy. I don't know whatever happened to him. Hold on. Is it still going? It's still on, right? Yeah, turn it around.
Lick.
Yeah, the suction cup let go. Now we gotta see. Oh, you gotta lift this thing up. Okay. See if we're still in frame. And that is not the first time that's ever happened. Wicked Glow goes, wee! And she remembers him. Robert says, ouch. Yeah. You got it. Hold on. Let me restart this so I can see if we're on the screen. Just a minute. Okay. It looks like it'll be alright. Well, that was really gross. I'm sure they appreciate that.
Use the burp right this fast. Be lucky it didn't come out of Tennille's ass.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what's going on. Alright. There. Punk Skunk says, Jesse was the best. I got to meet him when we worked at Zia Records in Tempe, Arizona. Yeah, I mean, there's no way we would have met him. But Wicked Glow says, excuse you, Don. Yeah, burping right into the camera.
Yep, excuse my burp. Be lucky it didn't come out Tennille's bum.
Gordon says, the old town videos would be great videos. And now he called you an old man.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but go to the damn Secretary of State's today, and the lady in there, like, looked at my driver's license, looked at me, and she goes, I think I like you better with gray hair.
What is that supposed to mean? You didn't dye your hair.
I go, well, I didn't have gray hair until I got married. And then she just started laughing. She goes, so what are you saying? Don't get married? I said, yeah, if you don't want gray hair.
Yeah, okay. Hey, my hair got a lot more gray after I married you, too.
Oh, like I tell you all the time. If you want to fight, get married. If you don't want to fight, get divorced.
Yeah, I have to Gordon says, LOL, old hair colors. I have to dye my hair again, because here we go again.
No, I can fix that for you.
I didn't buy any today at Walmart. I forgot about it.
Well, not even that. Don't take that. Well, that makes it cheaper.
Come on. There.
It's called a pair of hair clippers.
No.
And then after you take it down to where it's doubled, then you take a razor to it.
No. That, ugh.
Then you get yourself some turtle wax and a buffer, and you shine that head to a high shine.
No.
And then I'll draw a line down the middle of it so it looks like a butt.
Do that to yourself. But yeah, maybe next week when we go live, I'll try the tripod and see if the cats leave it alone. Because this little suction cup tripod thing is not working that well, because sometimes it lets go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody fell on the floor.
Oh, the suction cup ain't working very good. Every now and then it lets go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Uh,
I don't like the suction cup every now and then. Let's go.
yeah. That thing is old. I've had it since like 2011. It's old. So the suction cup's not very good on it anymore. Gordon says out loud on haircuts. Huh.
Out loud.
But yeah, no, I'm not shaving myself bald. You can do that to
I'll
yourself.
shave you bald, and then I'll get a permanent marker. I'll draw a line down the middle of your head.
Oh, sure.
Well, can't be any worse than drawing a wiener on someone's side of a dude's face and permanent marker and leaving it.
Isn't that from a movie?
No. Did that to somebody.
Oh.
But of course, they've probably done it in movies too, but I've done that to somebody before. With permanent marker.
Yeah, that's
Boy, was that
good.
person ever so fucking pissed. Because he had to go to work too, with a pecker on the side of his face with in permanent marker.
Where did he work?
I don't remember where he was working at now, but he was mad.
Was it like...
He didn't talk to me for a long time over that one.
Was it like a customer service job where he had to be in front of the customers with a dick on his face?
I don't think he had to deal with the public. I want to say he wasn't dealing with the public. I can't remember what he was doing for his job at the time, but I just remember he was mad at me and didn't talk to me for a long time over it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'll try the tripod next week so you guys don't fall on the floor again. Because the first time I went live on the phone, you guys fell on the floor. So you're probably tired of falling on the floor. Right?
You think so?
Yeah. Gordon says, Happy New Year's 23. Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it'll be better than last year's.
Well, last year wasn't all bad. We did a lot of cool things.
Yeah, but I still hope it's a better year.
At least my mom beat her cancer. I think that's a really good thing. There's a bug flying around.
Yeah, no, there's more than one.
I think I need to take out the compost bucket because it's fruit flies.
And take it out then.
And there's that big zucchini. I had to throw it away in there because it was in the refrigerator.
You took it out of the plastic, right?
No.
Then what? Then you can take your zucchini and put it where the sun don't shine, because you ain't putting no damn plastic in my compost pile in my garden.
I'll dump it out and throw the plastic in the garbage.
No, you should have done that before you even put it in there.
I was busy putting groceries away.
So, no excuses for being a slacker.
Oh, whatever. Ugh, that stinks. Stop. Ugh. I can't stand the smell or the taste of straight hard alcohol because it reminds me of throwing up.
Let the liquor do the thinking.
Okay, Mr. Leahy.
Hey, Randy, look, I'm on the air.
Jason Hart says, "Hey guys, any New Year's resolutions?" Well, hello.
Yeah, it's called drink more.
No, that's stupid.
That way I can do that.
Ugh. But I don't really make resolutions because I never keep them. Just hoping that nothing bad happens. I mean, that's not a resolution, but
My New Year's resolution for this year is going to be to buy a lottery ticket and hit the jackpot.
that's not a resolution either.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm going to buy a lottery ticket and I'm going to hit the jackpot.
Uh,
Then I'm going to be rich. Then I'm going to run away.
Belfry Bat says, "What's good enough for other folks ain't good enough for me and my RC." What's RC? Cola? Oh yeah, cola.
Boy, you're a slacker.
Cherry RC, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh. Hard liquor and cherry cola. Ugh.
Royal Crown.
Yeah.
See?
That was the theme song. Huh, I don't remember that. Maybe I never saw that commercial or whatever. Or if I looked it up on YouTube or something, maybe I'd recognize it. I don't know.
Yeah, can't believe it. 99 cents.
$1.09 with a 10-cent deposit.
Yeah,
that
but
Michigan
when you
has.
take your bottle back,
Then you
your 10
get it
cents
back. Yeah.
So 99 cents.
Yep. We're gonna have to take bottles back again soon. Because all under the sink is full of bottles.
I don't want to hear we when I already know it's going to be me. So why don't you just say it? You're done, you got to take the bottle back.
Well, you don't have to do it right now.
Because you always say we, and who's the dummy that gets stuck doing it? Me.
Well, it doesn't have to. I can do it.
Yeah, well, you're crying about it, you're doing it.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
It's okay, Tennille. Tell the truth.
Don's drunken live stream.
Give me a fifth then. The
That-
pine's only enough to get you
That's
started.
not enough.
No.
Well, everybody's closed.
You gotta have at least a fifth.
Yeah, everybody everywhere is closed.
Half a gallon's better.
Yuck.
Yes, half a gallon Southern Comfort.
Now, I'm not saying I don't ever drink. I just don't drink very often, and when I do, it's
Excuse me.
it's wine coolers and things like that. Wow, you are really something tonight. Oh,
Buddy.
buddy. Buddy was up there playing on the counter. Buddy, where are you?
Here. Here's your bud a lot.
Buddy.
Come on.
Did you get him? Buddy. Look, it's Buddy. He turned 7 months old on the 1st.
My baby kitty.
But he's already almost as big as a whole grown-up cat. I think he's going to be a big cat. Chewy shipped out your new collar today, buddy. Soon you'll have your collar like everybody else.
Hey, I seen your brother and sister the other day. And your sister's still looking for a home.
Yeah, we don't need and we don't need his sister here.
No. Dan was telling me that he was thinking about taking her in and getting her fixed, and maybe it'll be easier to find her a home.
Yeah, because nobody wants to deal with that.
Yeah, because he said there's only one cat left, and it's a female. And it's a tortoiseshell like spotted leaf is.
Yeah.
He said it's a good cat, but nobody wants her.
Yeah, because nobody wants to worry about kittens.
And I was telling him, you know, how much it costed for Buddy and spotted leaf. Not spotted leaf, but Colby and
Colby.
stuff. And
Yeah, it was only $100 for both cats, period. And they got the rabies shots, too.
yeah. And I told him if he wants to have the cat fixed and stuff, that fine, go for it.
Yeah.
And I said if you want somebody to call that'd be willing to help you to get that cat fixed, I can get you the information for that too. And he's like, no, it's all right. He goes, if I get her fixed, he goes, I'll just pay for it out of pocket.
Well, considering he owns a trenching spade company, he has the money.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying too, is leave that money for someone that might need it more than he would, so.
Yeah. But yep, all our cats are spayed and neutered. No accidental kittens around here.
Right.
Is it that buddy over there eating?
No, it's Colby.
Oh. I can hear somebody crunching away on their food.
Yep, it's Colby over there chowing down.
Yeah, and they got spayed. Colby and Buddy got spayed on December 19th, and they're both healed up and fine, so they never had any problems.
Neutered.
Yep, they had a perfectly fine recovery. They didn't even act like they were in pain or anything.
Yep, and Buddy says he's still mad that somebody took his dingleberries and made mountain oysters out of them.
Do you know what a dingleberry is?
Yeah, Buddy's nuts.
No, that's not what that means. I'll let you look it up and find out what
Twig
that
and
means.
berries. This is Franken beans.
Well, they didn't take the Frank. They just took the beans out of the bag.
Yeah, and now all he's got is an empty scrotum.
Yeah.
And he said his sack swings to the left and it swings to the right. And he said, because there's no clacking, because there's nothing in there.
Okay. But yeah, we had that done before he got old enough to start spraying and fighting and stuff, so that's good. And Colby never went into heat either, so we both got them fixed in time. They're best friends, the two of them. They're always going around together. Everywhere one is, there's the other one. Kind of cold in here tonight. I should have my hoodie on, but I didn't grab it. That's fine.
Looks like it's like usual temperature in here.
Yeah, which is cold.
I don't think 68 to 70 is cold.
It is now after almost 8 years of wood stove.
You crying? You crying?
No,
Yeah, you crying like a little schoolroom brother, aren't you?
no.
Yeah. What do you tell somebody if they tell you to suck their wiener?
I don't know.
Lick my pooter.
Ugh. Punk Skunk said, "Did you watch the Rose Bowl parade? We forgot and missed it." No, because I forgot about it too. I don't even know what time it was supposed to be on.
Same here.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. So we went up to Sheboygan today and went shopping and had to go to the Secretary of State and stuff. And we ended up just forgetting about it.
Yeah, and then came home and I did some work to the vehicle, got it running right.
Yeah, while I was making dinner, so we were kind of busy. I forgot all about it. I heard people talking about it yesterday and then forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it was... No, I think it was yesterday. But yeah, one way or the other, we forgot about it.
Even if I would have known about it, what time it was, I still wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, that's not his thing. He doesn't like the Macy's Thanksgiving parade either. Sometimes I turn that on for a little while, but I don't usually sit there and watch the whole thing. It'd be different if we were actually there, but we're not going to be, because those crowds in New York City, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And I've been there, I know.
It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, you've never been to New York City, but I went once. At the end of July. So there was lots of people all over the place.
Yeah.
But that was 2008, so that was a long time ago.
2008 was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying only if you measure in the term of years?
What?
Are you saying only if you measure in the term of years?
Yeah, it was a lot of years ago.
Not really.
It was like 15 years ago.
Ask your grandpa, he'll tell you 15 years ago was not that long ago.
Yeah. High Flyer says, any luck deer hunting?
Yep. One.
Yep.
One.
Just one.
Yep, just one.
I mean, I don't do it, but he does.
Yep.
He got one.
I was hoping for at least 2 this year, but that didn't happen, so...
I'd rather go fishing.
What, you don't like shooting things in the face?
I've never done it.
Never done it?
So, I don't know. My dad wasn't into hunting, so I never did it. I've never tried it.
Or would you be one of those types of people that shoot something in the face and then, like, after you done it, then you start crying about it?
No. I'm not going to cry about it.
Because I've seen people do that before, too.
Do I cry every time I catch a fish?
Yeah.
No, I bring it home, you clean it, and we eat it.
Yeah. 'Cause I've honestly, well, I can't say people, but one person I've ever witnessed ever one time where they shot a deer, and not even 2 minutes after they shot the deer, they start crying because they killed the deer.
It was a girl, right?
Yep.
Weird. Buddy's sitting right on the other side of the camera, looking at us with his cute little face. Buddy, come here. Come on. He's just looking at us like, are you crazy? Everybody else would walk on the table.
But of course, you know, when you go out hunting and you harvest something like that, you know, it's not really to be taken lightly either, you know.
Robert wants to know if it was a doe or a buck.
It was a doe.
Yep. It's in the freezer.
Yep.
Part of it's in the freezer. We've eaten some of it.
So that means some of it's in the freezer, and then some of it's in the septic tank.
You're gross.
What do you mean I'm gross?
I know it's true, but it's gross.
What goes in must come out.
Punk Skunk says, do you ever make fish sandwiches with the fish you catch? Or how do you prepare it? Pan-fried or breaded? Or pan-fried and breaded? Yes, sometimes. Or sometimes we bake it. And sometimes he cans it so he can make fish patties. Like salmon patties, but with other fish. But we haven't tried making sandwiches with that yet. But I know you can make a sandwich out of a fish patty. I just haven't tried it.
I have.
Is it good?
No, it ain't no different. You just put some bread on it and some tartar sauce and some cheese if you want. And
Probably better than the fillet of fish from McDonald's, right?
well, it depends on how you do your fish patties. You know, 'cause I've done fish patties and made sandwiches out of them. I'm gonna say it all depends on how you cook your fish patties.
Well, I know that when I eat them with a fork, they're better than that. Punk Skunk says, good with coleslaw on it.
Yeah, I agree. It is. I've had it that way before too.
Sounds like something that I should try sometime. I haven't tried that.
Or barbecued pulled pork sandwiches with coleslaw on it. That's good too.
Yeah, I only just recently figured out that Reubens are not disgusting. I thought since they had sauerkraut on them, and I hate sauerkraut, that they'd be disgusting. Well, I've had a couple over this last year, and you don't have sauerkraut, and they're actually pretty good. For some reason, you talking about that made me think about Reubens, but anyway.
Yeah.
They're not disgusting like I thought they were. Now, sauerkraut and sausage, that's disgusting. I pick out the sausage and leave the sauerkraut behind.
Yeah, my stepdad used to call sauerkraut rotten cabbage.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's what you were saying too. That's pretty much what it is, rotten cabbage. I asked him why you call it that. He goes, because basically, he goes, because it's pretty much rotten cabbage, and that's how he explained it to me, so.
Yeah.
But he was one of those types of people that like eating liverwurst and all kind of nasty stuff like that.
Yeah, like Dad. Dad used to eat liverwurst sandwiches. Ugh.
Or liver and onions.
Yuck.
Ugh. Liver and
Hey,
onions.
buddy. Come here, buddy.
Sir Bud a lot.
Oh. Say hi, buddy. What's the matter? Good boy. So cute. There you go. What are you looking for? Buddy? Aw. Yep, purring away.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can hear him purring from here.
Yeah. He definitely likes people. So yeah, I see there's 20 people in here. I don't think we've ever had 20 people before. So hello and welcome, whoever you all are who haven't said anything yet. Punk Skunk says, we have a black cat just like Buddy. She's called the Nibbler. Yeah, that sounds cute. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's getting big fast. Like I said, I think he's going to be a big cat.
Yeah, for as young as he is and how big he is already.
Yeah. He's only 7 months old. He's already way bigger than Colby, and she'll be 9 months old on the 11th. But she's a female, so that's different.
Yeah, I ended up changing a part on the car today, the EGR. Well, it's a sensor that works through your exhaust system to help with your emissions about clean exhaust fumes and stuff. Well, through the EGR, there's like a hole that's supposed to run through it, like about that big around. The hole plugged right off.
Hello, Molly Main. How are you?
And so that part wasn't even working in the car.
Yep.
And what it does is it sucks, when your exhaust is going through your exhaust system, your EGR sucks that exhaust, sends it back in through your motor, reburns that, and then sends it back out to your exhaust for cleaner, for your exhaust to be cleaner, so.
Welcome back, Daniel.
But yeah, I was like, I'm kind of glad that I changed that out. So
Left work and had to go shopping. Yeah, I remember how that always was when I worked at the Alpena McDonald's. I was always closing, and Walmart was just down the hill. And every time we would get done at work, I would go to Walmart and pick something up before I went home. Belfry Bet, you don't want to tack, buddy. What are you going to do with a tack? Belfry Bet says, does Onaway have a hipster coffee shop where you can hang out and write poetry? No.
no.
You have to go to Sheboygan for that. There's a couple of them there. Including a brand new one. The one where I don't know if you guys watched the short that I did or not with the steampunk ceiling fans on the ceiling. Well, that's a brand new place, and those were their ceiling fans. And that's a really nice place. No, that's Alpena. Sheboygan Coffee Roasters. I almost said Cabin Creek Coffee, but that's Alpena. And I'm sure Gaylord's got something in Petoskey. I know Alpena does, but Onaway, no.
No.
I don't think they ever will.
No. If a business comes in Onaway,
They don't last.
They don't last. And if you're gonna put a business in Onaway, it better be something that Onaway can use. Because if it's something Onaway can't use, it's not gonna make it.
Yeah. And there's a coffee shop in Atlanta, Michigan, not Georgia. But I haven't been over to that one yet.
Because I remember back a while ago, quite a while ago, I remember when Subway moved in to Onaway, and they almost had to close their doors because they weren't getting the business.
Yeah, they're open now. They're okay now, but
Yeah, they ended up, they had to come up with a new plan to keep it going and stuff, so that way it wouldn't go under.
yeah.
The owners of it just had to take a step back and say, okay, well, what can I do to try and drum up more business?
Yep. I mean, I wish there was, but nope. Bill Free Bats, does Don still think McDonald's has the best coffee? No, he thinks McDonald's has the worst coffee.
If you want a cup of Joe from McDonald's, I can give you a better cup of Joe by crapping it in a cup for you. I mean, you can't go wrong. For a cup of crap from McDonald's, can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You want peanuts in it? Let me know a day ahead of time to where I can put peanuts in for you.
Peanuts?
Yeah,
I thought you said penis.
I said peanuts. If you want peanuts in it, let me know. That way I can eat some the day before.
How about corn?
I can do that too. Because that's what I think of McDonald's coffee. Just a cup of shit.
Yeah, when we were in the day that Buddy and Colby got spayed and neutered, he wanted coffee but he didn't want to go to McDonald's and get it. He went to Burger King and got it.
Yeah, Burger King's coffee is better than McDonald's by far.
Wicked Glow says, "Ew, LOL."
Yeah, that's what I think of McDonald's coffee too. Ew, gross, because that's some nasty shit.
Good boy. Yeah,
Look
sit up so they can see you.
Look up 2 girls, 1 cup on the internet.
I'm sure everybody's seen that. They don't need to see that again.
2 girls, 1 cup on the internet.
Punk Skunk put poop coffee. Look, poop coffee.
Yeah, that's exactly what McDonald's coffee is. Because I don't. Oof. That's nasty. I don't know how they can serve their customers that crap.
Well, I don't know. And they say that it's so wonderful. There's a machine that grinds it from beans, and they say it's the best coffee in the world, and it's so wonderful.
No.
I don't know.
You want good coffee, get some Death Wish coffee. Now that's some good coffee.
I can't tell you because I drank the iced coffee, but I did not drink McDonald's regular coffee when I worked there.
Oof.
So I don't know if it's good or
I
bad.
don't know what it is about the coffee, but when I drink it, it has this really nasty aftertaste. And, ooh, it even makes my stomach turn, even thinking about it. Just because it's nasty.
Well, I don't know. The iced coffee was fine. And it's the same coffee. I didn't have a problem with that.
Yeah, while you're drinking hot coffee with just a little bit of sweetener and sugar, or a little bit of sweetener and creamer. Because your hot coffee fucking sucks.
No, I was drinking the iced coffee. Daniel says, iced coffee from there is fine, never had hot. Yeah, same here. They use the same coffee for the iced coffee as they do the hot coffee, but
that's
it's all masked with cream
I was gonna say,
and
that's all
flavor
masked over and
syrup.
stuff. But yeah, seriously, if you never had their hot coffee, try it. Some people love their hot coffee, but not me. I can't choke it down. It makes my stomach turn. It just has this horrible aftertaste to it.
Belfry Bat says it probably tastes pretty good with McMaster's whiskey in it. Is that what that is? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what that is.
Masters can't. Yeah.
Ugh. Daniel says it's not that good though. Yeah, there are so many people hooked to their coffee around here in Fowlerville, aka Fowler, Tucky. Fowlerville.
There's only like 3 kinds of coffee that I like,
Buddy.
and that's Folgers, Maxwell House, and Death Wish coffee. Them are the only kinds of 3 hot coffees that I like.
Wicked Gold says, hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, and sometimes I call him Sir Bud a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what he needs.
Yeah, he knows what a good beverage is, don't ya?
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, no, I'm out of here. That's
Yeah,
funny.
one whiff and he's gone.
Yeah, because you put his nose up by the bottle and I gave it a little squeeze, and he's like, then he's gone.
He knows that stuff's no good.
Making my mouth water. Better than McDonald's coffee.
Oh.
Let the liquor do the talking, bud.
Yeah, like I said, okay, Mr. Leahy.
That's right.
Who am I supposed to be, Randy?
Yep.
Randy Bobandy.
Yeah, that's right. Here comes the bumblebee, Randy.
Oh, God. Where's Ricky and Julian and Bubbles?
They're about ready to walk in on us doing the bumblebee scene.
And where's Phil Collins running around going, what are you looking at my gut for?
Bleh.
For those of you who don't know, we're talking about Trailer Park Boys. Which we think is hilarious.
Yeah. Mr. Leahy lets all the liquor do the talking for him.
Yeah.
Shame that he passed away.
Yeah, John Dunsworth, yeah.
Yeah.
92 to Doctor. Just gonna have another little drinky poo, Randy.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
A little drinky poo, Randy, Randy. And then the one guy, I can't never remember his name. The one that always says, "What you looking at my gut for?"
Phil Collins.
It was the first time I seen him, and he said that. I just wanted to laugh so hard. It was funny as hell.
Yeah. That guy passed away too, the guy who played him.
Yeah.
Punk Skunk. Love Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, me too. And we actually didn't start watching that until recent years. Because my brother told me about it. He's like, have you been watching Trailer Park Boys? I'm like, no, I've heard of it. Don't know what it is. So we came home and turned it on Netflix, and we were instantly hooked on it. And we have binge watched all of it. The series, the movies, the swearing, all that stuff. Many times since then. We just finished another binge, a couple weeks ago?
Not that long ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is gonna turn our binge watching of The Walking Dead soon.
No, finish, watch season 11. It comes out on the 6th.
Well, it's not out yet, no, is it?
No, but you don't have time to watch all the other seasons before season 11 comes on.
I can if you leave me alone. I can start off season 1, episode 1. There's only, I think, 4 episodes.
4?
Yep. I think there's only like 4
No,
episodes.
I thought it was 9.
No. It's less than that.
Let me find out. What the heck here? The walking. This is his phone. It's smaller than mine, so I keep hitting all the wrong buttons on the keyboard. See, season 1. 6.
So 6, alright, then I was off by 2.
Yeah.
And you was even more off than I was.
We were in between. You said 4, I said 9. It's 6.
6, 7, 8, 9.
What did you...
4, 5, 6.
What is this? What is this?
What is that?
What are you doing to your shirt?
Look, what is that? That's seam, right?
Yes.
Cheap thread. Oh my God, woman. You're supposed to be a female.
I
Supposed to be a wife.
I didn't mean I didn't know really what it. I didn't know literally know what it was. Not that. I just meant, what are you doing to your shirt that it's all ripped up like that?
Thread. Cheap thread. Cheap thread.
Go buy a new shirt. If you're gonna complain about cheap thread, go buy a new shirt.
Then you're going to buy me a new house.
What does that have to do with the shirt?
It means that I ain't got the money and neither do you.
Yeah.
So,
Weird when you've been drinking. Oh yeah, sit and spin, blah blah. Okay,
That's right,
I know what
sit
you
and
mean by
spin.
that.
hit and pin. If you like it enough, bounce.
Ugh. You're weird.
Or it could be like that one couple off in, what was it? Something about getting yourself a spin cycle. John Candy was in it. Get yourself a spin cycle.
Was it the Great Outdoors?
I think it might have been the Great Outdoors.
Oh.
Yeah. Like enough get and spin, or you can get yourself a spin cycle on the washer.
Is that where you got that from?
What's this? No. Not the sit and spin, no. That's where I got to get yourself a wash cycle on the, or a spin cycle on the washer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Hey, where does one leave that doesn't have any legs?
What?
Where does a woman leave when she takes a walk that has no legs?
You're
The
gross.
snail trail.
Yeah, and you're really gross. You and your gross jokes.
Even my gross jokes.
Yeah. You got more gross jokes?
Alright, well, you can bend over and touch your toes. And then you can spell run. R-U-N. R-U-N. R-U-N.
I haven't heard that
And
one
then you
before.
say, well, if I gotta ask if you're in, then you're wasting my time. You know, spell run.
What about Dot? Your story about Dot.
Oh. Story about Dot? Yeah, I forgot all about that one. I don't think I ever said that one on here. Alright, I know this one lady named Dot who lived on pig shit and snot. When she ran out of pig shit and snot, she scraped the green cheese off the side of her twat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Learned that from Tommy Lambert.
Who's that?
You should know him. We rode the same school bus as we did.
I didn't know everybody's name. I knew faces. I didn't know everybody's name.
Yeah, that's where I learned that from. He said it one time and stuck with me ever since. Like some of the Dirty Mother Goose rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hickory dickory dock, the clock ran up the clock. When the clock struck 2, she licked my balls not once but twice. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her doggy a bone. When she bent over, the doggy gave her a bone of his own.
Where did you find this gross stuff?
Tommy Lambert.
Who was this kid who was going on the school bus saying all this kind of stuff?
Tommy Lambert.
Some kind of weirdo. And he didn't get kicked off the bus for it?
No, because we were all sitting at the back of the school bus, and if you was a snitch and you sat back there, you got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
That's what happened to snitching people. They got their butt kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, shine upon this parking lot as I eat my girlfriend's twat.
That's great.
Yep. Good one there.
That's what you think.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped on the candlestick. How many more you want?
That's probably good. Yuckies. You and your yuckies over there.
Well, you told me to go off on the Dirty Mother Goose rhyme, so I did.
No, I'm talking about that. Your stinky stuff.
Numb. Burning nostrils. Disgusting the way. Must be doing something right.
Why don't you just drink some turpentine?
I am. Right here. Call my drinky poo.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the live stream's not too hopping tonight, and it's getting later, and we're getting kind of tired, so we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you to everybody who came. And we'll be doing this every Tuesday as long as something doesn't come up where we're not going to be home or something. And I might do live streams when we're grocery shopping and stuff like that. I didn't do it today in Walmart because we were doing this tonight, but the next time we go grocery shopping, we might go live while we're shopping. So that'll be a little different than us just sitting here.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you didn't hit thumbs up yet, go ahead and do that before you go, because it helps people see our videos.
Help the algorithm.
Yeah. Wicked. Jen says, that would be fun. Yeah, it will be, because RFS Dan does it a lot, and it's interesting to just watch him walk around in Walmart and get the stuff he needs and stuff, so we'll give it a try.
Yeah, we walked with grocery cart load full today, so.
Yep. But yeah, go ahead and say goodnight.
Go ahead and say good morning.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wind down for the night, so we hope everybody has a good night, and
Yep.
thanks for coming.
Yep, and tomorrow we get to go and get some TP.
Oh, good for us. All right. Bye-bye.
Cornholio.